Wrong. That's what we were saying. Wrong. I don't know why we were saying it. There was no reason. We weren't really cutting into anything that they were saying. It just felt like the right thing to say at the time. Actually, I said it because Ted said he had faith in Liquid.
That's wrong.
Wrong. Wrong.
As soon as I left that table just went downhill. What can I say? But yeah, Liquid, not giving me too much confidence when I look at their last games, but maybe Ted is right.
I mean, this was a good Wind Ranger pick, right?
That is true.
You got you matched up against Death Prophet, Troll.
True.
Is that hero good against Coddle?
Yeah,
I don't really know.
I feel like it's probably... I'll say Coddle is better against Wind Ranger than the other way around, but you have good core matchups against the other two. If you can dangle around the tops and gangs, you should be fine.
Dangle and tangle?
Absolutely. You get a Timber Saw, which we don't see too often, but hero's pretty damn S tier. It's pretty damn good.
And they're going to be running a mid TA, and then we're doing the safe lane Wind Rangers. So TA's matchup against Coddle should be perfectly fine. You've got Refraction against the Coddle Blast, so pretty unique just to be able to ignore Coddle blasting the wave over and over again.
I feel like he should be doing pretty well. I feel like I played this matchup, and if the TA is really good, like when you channel, he will walk up to you and like blade you off of the range creep. So it can be quite annoying. It can change a little bit once you get like Urn and maybe some people gank through you. But I would say Nisha should have absolute free farm in the early game.
30
seconds to battle.
Timing-wise, looking at Liquid, I mean, getting Roshan is always going to be important for a TA lineup, right? Feel like they're going to be really good to go at like 25 minutes.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe even a few minutes before. I'm looking at like Tundra, maybe what they want to do early. I mean, like the most normal thing when you have Coddle mate, you want to like branch out into your side lanes, maybe help your DP, open up this top tower. Because outside Nisha doesn't really want to move too much. So I'd say it's more like Thompson to help his team get a bit of a lead. Because Nisha, I'm pretty sure Nisha will be top of the net worth at like minute 8, 10 to even 15. Like you can't really stop him, but you can go through the side lanes and just try to speed up the game there.
Okay, so I talked about this with Avery. Every single time that I see mid-Coddle, my biggest concern is that you make these couple of rotations, one of them goes wrong, and I feel like the game starts falling apart. And he said it's really important when you have this mid-Coddle to have the better late game, to feel good about your core matchups going later outside of the Coddle.
I feel like I like having a mixture of both. I feel like you want to have at least one side lane that you can play through. Like maybe in this time around you have the DP, right? You can go there and like help him. But you also have a good matchup with the Troll, and you can like stop the tempo of Timber. So if it's kind of hitting all the boxes in a way. I mean, yeah, having good matchups is always good. But yeah, Thompson he's getting blasted pretty hard by the blades.
Side blades wrecking.
Yeah.
And it also means that Nisha, with this kind of position, is likely to get a bunch of denies as well. So, Boxy, Whitemon doesn't choose to level up anything for that.
Just chilling as 3-3 was doing. I don't know if they were doing some wave pulling, but 3-3 was busy off to the side for quite a while.
Charging forward with the Whirling Death. How do you feel about Timbersaw, like how he's being played lately? With this like more as like 4-4-0 type, like Blink Dagger build that'll, Bloodthorn.
Good pressure.
That is a lot of pressure from Boxy. Not quite enough to get the kill, but certainly enough to shove Pure out of CS range for a little bit.
No, I kind of like how he's being played as Whitemon.
Blood Grenade and returns the favor back onto Boxy. Will not tick out. Surprised Whitemon didn't go for some more leaps.
Yeah, I feel like he could have maybe done it. Maybe he wasn't too sure about all the trees. Didn't really feel it. But I would say, like, going to the Timber, I like how he's being played with the QW, but I feel like there's still lanes where you can go reactive.
And this is probably this lane, right?
Yeah. Looks like he is doing just that. You're playing against, like, two ranged heroes, like it's Troll, Mirana. They're going to click you a ton. And I think it also helps your force sometimes. Like, Boxy, I would say, he's the type of player who wants to move around. And you taking reactive armor, I feel like you're you're helping him make that choice.
But more so in general, what do you think about like the blink dagger, like this faster, like focusing on the burst? Because I feel like when you have the forward position with the instant disable, you really take advantage of that, especially against some heroes like Troll.
No, I think it's amazing. I don't really know who invented it. Like maybe Whisper. I feel like he's one of the better Timbers who kind of like brought that to face with some Kaya blink. I just think it adds so much more. Like you also add so much more pressure on the map rather than just being this body who chains around and like, oh look, Timber's here. So yeah, I like the aggression.
So far, 12-3 for the Troll. Let's take a look at that top lane. See how they're doing in CS here. Is Lies in 9 class expecting a Death Prophet tiny lane to go pretty well, even if it's up against double ranged.
I feel like even if you outmatch in this lane, you can just play it for kind of chilling and farming. You're not really gonna pressure this Wind Ranger. Probably not even Insania on the Rubik, so you just play for farm. Because I would say Liquid, they want to be the ones who pressure through this lane. Whether it's by fully applying pressure here or by allowing Insania to like go through the gate, maybe go bottom at the start of nighttime.
Yeah, like that. Lies using Spirit Siphon on the Flag Bearer creep just to try and get a little bit of extra health. And sure, he got a lot of health, but he also got a lot of denies on the side of Liquid during that period of time. That's another great thing about Wind Ranger, right? A hero that you could just leave alone a lot of times. So see what Insania cooks up with that freedom.
Because that's definitely like one of the main strengths like of this hero. You just do well. And like you said, you can kind of leave it alone or even go through the gate yourself. I saw Yatoro have a banger performance on this hero. He was basically everywhere within the first 10 minutes.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Ooh, healthy amount of damage on Pure. Big wave pushing in too, so good time to get that pressure.
Yeah, I wonder if Liquid would look towards something, because I feel like this DP, you're not really pressuring lanes much more in this top lane, at least I would think.
Yeah, I would feel like this is the time just like you were talking about, right?
Yeah.
When Rubik goes through the gate.
Like you have some double wave, or even if you don't use this one, like maybe you can set up the next one where like you double wave with the siege, you play aggro, or you go mid with your supports, because I do feel like all your cores are very self-sustainable, so you could look to collapse on one lane together.
What a snooze lane mid is, man.
Yeah.
That is such a
They're
farm
not even
fest
interacting.
where TA isn't even in the lane half the time.
It's like they're both playing some farming simulator. How to get the most gold in the first 7 minutes.
Coddle just blasts in the wave, then goes to jungle. TA goes to jungle, comes and catches the wave when it pushes in.
Top on Insania.
Shackle shot that somehow doesn't latch. Don't think it would matter either way, though. It's great first blood to pick up. 9 class taunting Insania for that.
They did dodge the bottom move, so nicely done there by Liquid. It's definitely something you have to be aware of when you play against this mid Kato.
Big wave coming in bottom. Not that you could really pressure a Timber Saw too much with phase boots.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overplay either as a troll too much. I mean, maybe this DP Kato is a... I was saying earlier it's a lane that you could play through, but I feel like Kato prefers heroes that set it up like more nicely. I guess you have Tiny for that. So
yeah, just kind of like this amorphous, like, kind of walk at them.
Yeah.
It's not really the ideal Coddle setup.
Yeah. Mickey has a lot of tangos and sticks, so he'll be fine. Because yeah, just some Centaur Stampede's done and you just like explode the wave. Like this feels more weird, I think, to actually go top as Thompson. So we'll have to see what he decides to do.
Meantime, Liquid's going to be pretty happy with the space, I would imagine.
Middle tower is under attack.
They got to do something about Nisha. I think that's kind of quite concerning. Maybe if they win the lanes, maybe if they get a pick off on Wind Ranger would be fantastic. Unfortunately, the toss back kind of ruins the arrow, especially with the neutral creeps cutting in. It doesn't matter though. They had enough burst damage just from an overwhelming amount of nukes, and Thompson's going to join in to get the extra kill on Insania. This is what you want to see, I think, because if anything, this Coddle's probably going to have to play through his supports first and foremost, right?
Well, they did get an earn charge, so maybe this can lead into more. He's the only one at TP, right? Yeah, so it won't lead into anything. Unless he starts AFKing, because 9 class is coming behind.
Got him now, and they can burn through that refraction nice and easy thanks to the avalanche. Though, again, missing an opportunity for an arrow.
Bit too hard to, I guess, lay the toss in there as well. Well, even though he got that kill up top, he used both his earn charges, so that's a little bit sad for Thompson. So when he gets this vessel, doesn't really have any charges available. Good smash, my friend.
It was funny, it was a draft, they pick up the Tiny again. I immediately thought there's no way that Thompson plays this a second time. Just because you know that's not the kind of player he is.
Yeah, he's not. He's like, I played it, I shelf it for a bit. What's the next hipster hero I can play?
Exactly. Yeah. Insania and Quinn are talking about the fact that like Thompson like legitimately is a player when something is too popular,
he won't play it.
Doesn't want to play it. But I feel like that same mentality stretches into you're not going to play the same thing twice.
Yeah. Go play with the glyph.
A lot of damage there to Nisha with the TP coming in from the Rana. They'll be able to push back against Boxy here. It's got stick charges and a Hex. Threatening to go for the neutral to 9. Nice stun, but ultimately he's just buying himself time till the inevitable strikes, which is Thompson claiming the last hit.
A lot of weird battles, but in the meantime you have Lace who's taking the top tower by the looks of it. Pure also getting a lot of pressure down bottom. So Tundra definitely benefiting. I mean, yeah, I must say I'm a bit surprised to see Liquid play through mid so much. Like, generally, when you have this farm abusive hero against Coddle, you're pretty happy. Like some Arc Warden or even just a TA here mid, you just keep farming, play through your side lanes, so...
Yeah, don't you want to draw attention away from the mid lane?
Yeah, I think so.
As much as possible. Toss back, Whitemon out of charges for the lead, but he's got some help from some friends. Little pine cones help out.
The minus armor from the Mel definitely helping with the deny there. Some ancient stacks for 3-3.
Kezu, are those pine cones or porcupines?
I'm just gonna say pine cones, but I know that Avery likes to say porcupine, right?
Yes.
Yeah. The classic.
Just wanted to make sure.
Dumb as Avery. It's all good. We've got some top networks on the deck. 0 kills on Liquid, so that's a little sad, but it happens. I mean, who's gonna stop Pure from farming? I feel you definitely had opportunities where you could have casually tried to like bring heroes down bottom and like take it over. I feel like that window has passed. Tundra are looking for smoke with their new vessel.
Probably thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
When are they gonna stop Pure from farming?
Surely they're trying
go over
now.
there preemptively.
Yeah.
But it seems like they're kind of okay with it on the side of Liquid, which is probably concerning. But they're trying to build up Yule's first item for the Timber Saw, which is obviously a great answer to Troll.
I guess also maybe this Coddle matchup is a bit annoying for him. He wants to dispel the Vessel.
Yeah, yeah.
Won't have the most HP though. Like if 9 class can squeeze in a decent time on this Blink. Like with how this early game has gone, if 9 class can get to this Blink with some Vessel combo within like the next, I don't know, 3-ish minutes, I think the map could be really hard to play for Liquid.
Yeah, and he dies once or twice, and Thompson might get like 3rd item Dagon.
Zap him.
Even more burst damage.
Yep. So they're close to Boxy 6, because... I don't know how happy Liquid are with the state of the game. I know that they're stacking, and most of their cores are farming, but it's not too easy for them to like break free out of the stage I feel like that they're in right now.
I'm not sure if there's any lineup in Dota that is happy having 0 kills in 12 minutes. Like, surely at least your supports are unhappy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, they're probably always unhappy.
It's true. support life.
Well, I guess you're getting gold and XP from stacking, which if you're playing with 3-3, you're getting a lot of that. A lot of stack gold.
Alright, Maelstrom's done for Mickey. That's
Damage.
big damage. You can kill the Death Prophet now. Before, you certainly couldn't threaten her, but now maybe they could put a stop to Laze's control of this top lane. Stole leap.
Sentry ward exchange, very exciting.
Tower is under attack.
At least Aiden's getting ready for like the quad bracer to not die to a tiny combo.
Oh, Boxy. He might have a double stun on his hands, and he does with the Timber Chain through the two of them. Beautiful stuff.
Right, Insania leveled up his spell from leap to tree throw.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Not too happy about that one, but good kills for them.
Structures are fortified.
And Nisha almost takes mid in that meanwhile.
Radiant's middle
Thompson.
tower has fallen.
Thompson.
Dire's
Shame.
bottom tower is under attack.
Well, it looks like Nisha's going for the standard mid build from the TAs that I see, which is like the Dragonlance Blink, make sure you don't die, play around with your high levels. You still deal a lot of damage. But yeah, same question as before. Pure is Fury, and I don't really see them stop him.
Alright, Kezu, this game is snooze as hell, so I'm going to talk about anything other than the game at this point. What'd you make of the Mjolnir build that Mickey was going on the safe lane tier?
The TA?
Yeah. Think that's legit?
I thought it was... I was at least open enough that it could be new meta. But I think it's not. I think it's new tech that turned out to be garbage.
Is under attack.
There was the Mjolnir on Alchemist, though, that Skeeter did. That actually looked cool.
Okay.
I mean, I would say that it has to be game-specific, but then when they play it 6 times and he goes Mjolnir 6 times, something's wrong.
Yeah, when you're like, oh, this is kind of cool. It's good against this hero.
Yeah.
And then you see it the next game, and the next game, and you're like, wait a minute, that hero isn't in the game anymore.
Yeah. Because, like, yeah, maybe there's some, like, maybe playing on some TB, or they're, like, stacking all these armor on the heroes with Vlads and whatever.
Evolution heroes.
Yeah, or, like, you feel you get kited and you still want to, like, deal AoE damage. You know, I can kind of follow. But I would assume this game, you just go Deso, you speed up the game, kind of like last game with the Weaver, right? Speed it up.
Yeah.
Take the Rosh and go from there.
Yeah, I figured there's no way Nisha does it.
Yeah. I will also, the Maelstrom troll build that people did for a while, or maybe people still do, but it seems like we're kind of going back to the Battle Fury. I kind of like that one too.
Yeah,
Like
with the shard, right?
Exactly, like you go to Maelstrom into a shard, feel like you can farm pretty fast. It's like an in-between. I kind of like it.
Remember when Miracle did that? Rush Javelin against Timbersaw?
Yeah, I remember.
That matchup?
I mean, that's just like
About that.
cool stuff. There's a few items nowadays where you can do it too. There was I think you guys casted a Brewmaster going Orchid.
Yeah.
Which,
yeah.
because it's like it's not a Brewmaster item, but it was game specific against like Puck or Weaver to like shut him down. I dig that. I think that's cool. That's 9 class. See you later. You have been fingered.
Light Shadow will help the rest of Tundra get away from this move, Liquid.
Is under attack.
It's another finger pickoff.
Yep.
And that's it.
They do have Gleipnir now on Mickey, so he should be pretty happy to start running around, take some fights. 10 minutes faster than the patch average. Well, people are buying that item pretty late, or they're bad. 26 is a garbage timing. Ooh, hello. Pure is looking and cooking. Cannot connect.
I will say, I thought Death Prophet in the previous match, I was like, this hero feels pretty nice, especially with the Shivas and everything like that. That is going to be the downside of this game.
Yeah.
Shivas getting nerfed. I mean, how many times have we seen just like a lot of heroes picking up Veil, but not actually completing the Shivas, just because they don't feel like it's worth it?
Yeah, it's happening a lot now with a lot of these nerfs.
Yeah.
Yeah, this offlane DP, he doesn't have too much to play with. It's basically just going to be him at 9 class. But with level 2 EXO, I do feel like Tundra should be in the position later where they either contest Rosh or they can try to even force it themselves. Thompson wants to babysit Pure.
It's a good time for it too, because Mickey is gonna strike, and there is not enough Thompson could do to stop that kind of damage.
That was a quick kill. Have a good lane ward. A lot of stuns, of course, between the two. I mean,
go through the portal and
that's another thing I like with supports right now. Are the supports that give you like 1+1 kill threat on the map. Like Lion, Techies, Hoodwink. I value those heroes a lot, especially in like the mid game. The map is so big, everyone just wants to farm.
Yeah.
So just take 1+1 and make sure you have this kill threat on the map.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So I like it.
Dire's middle tower
Triple Bracer is
under
complete
attack.
on Insania. Very nice.
It's a beefy wizard.
He do be beefy. I mean, when he has all this drip on his Rubik, he better not die instantly. Golden cape, golden staff. He's got the drip drop.
9 kills in 18 minutes. Our talent manager, Mark,
Radiant's top
who's a
tower
League of
is under
Legends fan.
attack.
He's right at home right now.
I mean,
he's
he's
like,
used to
this
this.
is the kind of gameplay I can get into. Goddamn.
He should be like, what are you guys talking about? This is exciting. Oh, toss. Oh, we're hiring our kill score. 5-5.
Fortunately, the refraction blocks the damage, and Nisha was able to get his blink on out of there. Got the Deso to play with, but too many heroes. Still waiting to see the Shiva's move from Tundra.
In the Pure's drawing a lot around top. I would assume that he wants his team to like do something about Roche. Maybe he's telling them, yo guys, I cannot push more unless you help me.
Because I'm just going to die to the Wind Ranger. He ganked me in this spot last time, guys. You have to do something. Oh, man, he had the Dust Fort too, but Pure expertly getting around the trees there outside of sight and allows his team to be able to catch Mickey in the act. The stun might just be able to bail out Mickey here. He's still going to be slowed down quite a bit. Another power shot turnaround. Gleipnir holding them at bay. Whitemon coming in with the leaps, though. We'll find him in the end. The toss lands him like a Goomba. He gets stomped.
Has been killed.
It's a good sequence, some nice juking by Pure. To be fair, I would have loved if Pure died just so I could have said the fact that what every carry player does where it's like, you know, he draws and wants you to come. He's like, I told you they were gonna gank me. But he did some good jukes, so nicely done. He turns it around. I feel like that's classic carry 101. Like they tell you to come, so they just go anyway, even though they should just wait.
Yeah, like they just like they think because you commanded it that like somehow you're gonna be there instantly for them.
Yeah, there's some
Tops in. Insania's gonna be in range for the telekinesis. Zaps him down.
Kill secured, very nice. It's like you're farming a quad wave. Just come to me, man. Like who cares?
Not very exciting.
My carries, the most sane Dota players, probably after mid players. Shout out to
The off-lane player ranking. Of course, off-laner's the most sane players of all of them.
Out of the core roles, I think we're the best when it comes to mentality. You're an offlaner, back me up, man.
I am an off-laner, but I feel like the new breed of off-laners, it's a little different.
Who's the new breed, Amar?
I'm not pointing to Amar specifically. I'm more sort of thinking about the fact that off-lane is just kind of like a secondary carry role.
That's true.
You know?
That's
So you get some of the same carry mentality.
Yeah. But Dota has too much gold on the map. Like, I don't mind that the map is as big, and I like the twin gates that like allows you to move, but I still feel like neutral creeps give too much gold, and stacking is pretty OP, in my opinion. Everyone just benefits from it, which sometimes leads to games like this.
Yeah.
Not the most action. But a Pure is ready.
Like, would you stretch that far enough to say, do you think teams aren't stacking enough? Because I feel like I see it, but it's never like a massive priority.
I feel like there's an in-between. Like, when you know you can't make too many moves, I think then people are not always fast enough to realize that they should just stack and play for like a later timing.
Yeah.
And sometimes when people could play very fast, they're like, oh, but we can just stack. I still feel the balance is off sometimes.
I see. So you just think you understand the game better than them.
Exactly.
I understand.
Yeah, everyone's bad.
Take us.
True.
That's how every Dota player feels, so I'm just speaking the mind of everyone else.
Boxy in position.
Very good position. They have a
With
decent...
that position and the ward, but they're wrapping all the way around on the side here. They're going to see it because the blast coming in. Night Class right in the middle of all of them with that avalanche. That is monstrous. And look at Pure just go to work, all because of 9 Class's initiation.
Oh my god.
And Boxy will start the fight and end the fight in the same position.
He's like, ah, all right, guys, good job. I'm out. Okay, I didn't see the full leader, but this is not the first time where Liquid are fully doing Roche, and somehow they get their asses kicked because, okay, I guess they thought Boxy's covering an angle, right? But there's multiple ones.
Yeah.
I feel like they're not ready.
There's even a little bit of heads up there with the Coddle Blast coming in, which is why maybe they backed out and got caught by 9 class the way they did.
Yeah, nice. Just nice spell usage, good. It's just like you smoke a nice way around. They don't really expect it. Make a little despair. It's a sad moment.
That's more than despair. That's defeat right there.
Yeah.
That is a carry player who's already given in to the loss.
Yeah. It's a hard one.
Look at Insania. You queued up a lot of sentries. Feel like somebody was not happy about Vision.
Okay.
Get the pick on a Tiny. It's not going to be easy.
Boxy
Especially when there's a whole lot of...
Suck it up.
You just keep sucking, boy. Just keep on sucking. He'll stay alive somehow.
You're committed at that point. Insania is dead.
Yeah, we were talking about getting caught inside the pit. It's funny. It makes me think of Pure. Remember Bet Boom used to have the hardest time with Roshan. They would just throw so many games because they just could not set up Roche fights.
Yeah, they literally did just now at the most recent tournament. Oh, Nisha. If he doesn't have a TP to get out, then he is in trouble.
Maybe he can dodge the damage long enough for his blink to come up. Oh! Make a run for it.
The arrow.
Uh-oh, TP coming in on the outpost too. They're going to sandwich him.
They don't have a scan. This is a hard find. If they find him, Vagban 9 class.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
You're already calling the player out? Damn.
I mean, he would have been the one to catch him. You know, these sneaky +4s, they run around these trees all the time.
It's fine. You could just admit if you have beef.
I got beef. I'm sure
as you're trying to use his power and privilege, his position to get a player banned.
I do that all the time. How about you?
Done once or twice.
I'm sure if I tweeted that, Seb would back me up.
Is it?
He would like, retweet, and comment.
All right, Manta's almost done for Pure. Jeez.
He's got a lot of money. He's cycling through all the items. Manta, maybe Sanj. Guys, what do you think? Blink. Dagon. Some sentries for Insania. Still on the road.
What's the difference here? Sanj versus Manta. I would have thought Manta because just getting rid of Gleipnir and just like a little bit of extra dispel.
I feel like Manta has perhaps more nicer usages because of the trap. I don't know if he has shard yet. Yes, he does. So like there's some silence on the TA. You can disjoint Shackle.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he feels like he just wants a status res in case he ever gets gone on later by Lion without the Aegis that he can live through it. Because I guess the Hex stun you can't really counterplay.
Sure, it's like if they're going to win this game, it's going to be
off display.
Them all-inning me.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
So I think Sanj MKB into maybe like a Blink Dagger for Pure would be pretty cool. I do think even he wants to go Satanic. I wouldn't be the biggest fan personally, but it's okay. I feel like Blink on Troll is slightly maybe undervalued.
Pierre's doing the item juke thing.
Yeah, he is.
I'm doing this. No, it's not this. Gotcha. It's Satanic.
Go Q of a Midas. He is getting something on the career. Seems to be a Sanj. Both teams will pick up a gem. So Sanj and Yasha is completed. Many pings.
I trust everyone was out of sight.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And they'll run into Insania.
He's fine.
Yeah, just walk it off.
He's fine.
Nightclaw's still looking.
Radiant's
knows.
It's a much better kill to get. Mickey, you greedy man. A bunch of moonlight shadowed heroes. Tries to keep farming.
Nice patience. You wait for your bros to run over. I feel like this toss into arrow combo hasn't worked yet.
Not a single time. Not a single time.
Not that it matters, but it's still very amusing to look at.
I mean, it's even more demoralizing for Liquid. Like, guys, they can't even hit the combo and we're still losing. Like,
wait, maybe this time? Oh, he dodged the top.
coming in from behind with the Exorcist on the Yules, and Forstaff ruin the arrow, but they will get the kill. The important one anyway. Nisha goes down, 33 snipes away.
Worth it.
Gets the courier and gets out.
I would trade Nisha for Pure's courier. Sounds worth it to me. And a haste rune.
Anyway, they kill Thompson here. He's going to run into him. He's going to
Wade.
spot him. Can his team get here in time? At least, can they get there before Tundra does? Vladimir goes out. Oh, the arrow intercepts him. He was all in on trying to hit the finger.
Easy bait for Thompson. Those are the easiest arrows. You have no setup.
True.
Let's just somehow hit those. They know that Mickey is here, or they sniff him and scan him.
Ghost Scepter being put to work there. Mickey, who knows he's dead. All he can do is kind of try and all-in Thompson and hope for the best. It's not going to happen. And 33 will once again try and get out of a bad pickoff situation. Cuts over that cliff to be able to get inside of his base. Well played.
He will be all right.
Is there any window here for Liquid?
For like a comeback?
Is under attack.
Or what window?
Just
we're
like what,
looking at?
like the next item timing or something that they're
let's
gonna
have a
feel
look.
good about the game.
Maybe if you can try to squeeze in
Maybe a
hex.
5th bracer.
Yeah, so we did hit the 25-minute mark with the bracers. That was step 1.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, I feel like 3-3's next item could help a lot. Because I feel like Mickey is no flame. I feel like he's halfway tapped out of this one, which means I'm looking at 3-3 to bring it back. If anyone will, I feel like it's probably off of the back of him. Maybe he can like go in pretty hard with his Ags and like make space for Nisha and Mickey to hit. Or he goes Hex, so that they can just go in, but I feel like that's Boxy's job. So he goes Ags, they take a big fight, he does the boom boom pow, and they come back.
Do you like the Ags Timbersaw? I can't get sold on it.
I used to think it was garbage and overbought, because Nullifier can like also purge it and make it explode.
Yeah.
But it gives you full stacks of your passive.
Yes, that's definitely
Which
the best part of it.
I feel like that's probably the part that you should value most against like Troll and DP, so I'm actually okay with it.
Okay.
I think it's good. I mean, I guess until Troll gets like maybe MKB or more magic damage, then it's pretty annoying. But let's see, because yeah, this Troll is pure as a monster. Generally is in most of the games he does play. I must say he meshed in pretty well into the offlane role, but I feel like he's a better carry than he is offlane. I think his laning is superb, and he closes out games. This guy is a tier 1 carry for sure.
That is definitely true.
He belongs in this role.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay, mass TPs.
Let's see if he closes this game out with this push. 9 class, another great jump in.
Oh, the hit!
Managed to get the toss back into the arrow this time around. It's good enough to bring down 33. Boxy is going to be stuck and suck. That's all he can do at this point in time before he eventually gets run down by Pure. And now it's just a grab bag of whoever you can get.
Dire's top tower is
Back to hitting the tier 3, a 3 versus 5. Unlikely that Liquid can formulate a response here.
Yeah, I don't think they can do anything. Like, even just lays alone on his DP, they can't deal with him. There's a Satanic on Pure. I mean, I respect his high ground, though. You know, there's no Aegis. They just go here, they drop a ward, they let Pure hit it. If you see the opportunity, you take it.
Yeah, I like that Pure keeps it going.
Yeah.
Like, no reason to stop. They still have 2 members down. Even if we don't have Exorcism, the Troll does more than enough damage and more than enough of a threat to keep Liquid at bay. Nisha, oh, that was a cheeky move. An attempted force staff into the avalanche. If he got hit by that avalanche, it might have been Pure gets the ensnare.
Nice try. Okay, so they will hold on to the second set of racks, but yeah, now you're looking at a bigger deficit.
Oh, smoke right back into it.
Alright, I like what they're doing. The ward in the enemy base did die. Careful around mid.
33, he shows Night Class this time. A swing and a miss on the initiation. 33 putting himself there up on the front line. Yules with his Aghanim Scepter. He wants to make himself a target. Really see if Tundra will commit and then pop that Ags. But Tundra not getting baited into it at all.
Let's see if they see the damage rune. Yes, they will. Any bottles? Nope.
I like that smoke go back and then the fact that they still didn't go on the Timber Saw. It's like nice, aggressive, like look to be able to end the game, look to win it, but still disciplined.
No, I liked it. I think that's what the best teams do, right? Like they play off of the opportunity. They put themselves in a position to take it if it comes, but they don't latch onto the bait. So yeah, that's just nice. I feel like that just shows you freedom, right? Like they feel like, okay, we can push forward. If it comes, we take it. There's a second Roche, 30 seconds. Rapier is queued up on Nisha. That might be the timing that we're looking for.
Yeah, I mean, if they win this fight, get the Aegis, then he can buy out the Rapier.
He swapped to a Nullifier, never mind. We can stop looking at his quick buy. MKB for Mr. Pure, though.
You know, I still believe.
Oh, big stun.
Beautiful stun. If the setup is there, if they can burst down this hero fast enough, the Death Prophet is going to go down. Arrow comes in, hits Insania, while 33 is right in the middle of these heroes with his Axe going off. But it's Pure is the biggest problem. They have to be able to kite him out during this BKB, and he still has his ultimate ready to go. Night Class with the buyback. Great toss to be able to interrupt that Timber chain. With Lies coming back into it, it just means there's no chance in hell for Liquid to claim this Roshan.
Overall, like, a good fight from Liquid to try, but they just have buybacks available. It was a really nice buyback from 9 Class, with some nice layering of his spells, and that will be a free Roshi Roche.
Thompson already trying to look for that next move. Picking the heroes up for the Roshan pit and moving them into the middle of the map.
I'm glad to see Thompson abuse the recall shard on Caudle. They did buff it where, well, obviously you're recalling the hero, but upon it, like, ending, where the guy comes to you, both you and him get Chakra Magic. Your spells have, like, no cooldown. Like, you Chakra yourself, recall, you can nearly do it again over and over. Because this one is not fully exploited yet. The shard is way too good. Oh, good return on
nice
the
Lotus. That was turning back a lot of fire back onto him. And Templar Assassin, low enough. They lean up so easily on the side of Tundra. I mean, that fight didn't even start quite the way they wanted to, but...
Like, look, Thompson's, he's even just spamming recall here in the fight to lower the cooldowns. It's really cool.
Pure down to half health. 33 does a healthy amount of burst damage there, but of course he still has the Aegis, so they can't overly commit. 33 looking for others, but now his axe is worn out. Somebody's got to get in here, otherwise he's just going to get beaten to a pulp by this troll. 70 seconds, dead, Liquid.
Not a
they are out of this game, out of this series, and probably out of DreamLeague.
Yeah.
Oh, trying to get the buyback with the troll inside of the fountain, but...
So stolen recall. Let's go Insane. Get in there.
Where are you going to recall him to? You're already in the fountain. There's nowhere to go. All right, GG is called by 33 finally. They didn't want to get Fountain Farm for